We go into this game. Second semifinal. Winner faces Foggy. And the lower third says Happy versus HawK, Undead versus Human, but that is not the case. Happy on Human, as Remo said, as per request. And let's see what the Emperor can do. Last time he played Human in an ESL Cup, he was defeated by Agent. Today things look a little better after a bit of practice. One of the best players in the world, one of the best undeads of all time, but he's mixing it up. Thank you, Smine King, with the 100 bits. Loving the new layout. Less than 3, less than 3, less than 3. And thank you, Terra Texo, for the Prime sub. His opponent is HawK. For a long time, he was one of the best Human Mirror players in the world, even dating back to 2014 WEC, the Human Mirror tournament, where he ended up third after TH and Reprisal. And now, can he defeat Happy, even if Happy's playing Human?
And how do you go into this match if you're HawK mentally? Cubic TV, thank you for the 5-month resub. It has seemed quite apparent that against Happy's Undead, HawK has developed a mental block. When a little thing goes wrong, everything falls apart. Sometimes he has strong games, but one mistake occurs or one bad item drop occurs, and sometimes he gives up. It felt like he was mentally defeated oftentimes before the match even started. But now you're playing against your nemesis. However, he's playing your race. You're playing the mirror. How does that affect you?
This feels like it's a lot of pressure now on him, right?
Yeah.
It's about honor.
There's two ways of thinking about this. Either you think, great, he's not playing Undead. This is going to be so much easier for me. I like this matchup so much better. I'm so stronger. Finally, I'm going to beat him. Or the second line of thinking is, oh my god, dude, I've lost to him so many times. Please don't tell me that he can actually beat me in a Human Mirror as well.
I think if you go into this, you start pretty confident, but if the first little thing goes wrong, like let's say we have a little footman skirmish and Happy saves the footman with 2 HP and you lose yours, this could start a downward spiral. Especially with HawK. I can see that.
Differing creep routes here to start with. Happy finds the Periapt at the natural, not the greatest item. For HawK, the invul, same for him. For the early game AM trades, neither of these make a big difference. Later for the MK, the invul especially could be good. And Happy, is he actually expanding here? No, he sends back the peasants.
Oh, Footman sees it though. HawK earlier had a crazy series where he could pretty much do whatever he wanted. Got the 100% tech tree unlocked and was banking like 15,000 gold or something. So, seems to be in a good mood.
Oh, Happy finds a lightning shield. With Water Elemental plus lightning shield, you can create pretty bold camps, like the Scorpions, for example.
I talked to HawK earlier this week, by the way, and he said, "Oh, I'm just relaxing the past couple of days." Like, what the fuck, you lazy ass? But he was streaming for like 2 weeks straight and took some rest for like 2 to 3 days this week, so maybe refreshed. Wasn't that much grinding for him. Maybe that helps here. Certainly not overplayed these days.
Tech speed here, similar between the two. Level 3 speed should be quite similar. Both going for the militia creep there. Nothing we haven't seen before. But it's HawK making it across the map first with a level 2 Water Elementals first. Happy loses a peasant to creeps. My lordy. Gets the claws for it though, and that is certainly nice. Gets level 3 now as well. And now it's Happy on the defense, apparently.
Okay. Militia was just used, so using it again would hurt his echo. HawK is already like 80 lumber ahead and counting. Okay, makes it back as tier 2 approaches.
So it's very, very likely that we're going to see Breaker Wars. How much do you think can Happy's micro shine in the Breaker War department? Because normally it's pretty simple, right? You have your group of breakers, you attack the breaker of his that's closest to your breakers, and you micro the breakers of yours back that get hurt. So
yeah,
it's pretty basic. Like, how much can you really get out of that whole scenario.
Okay, if HawK gets this footman, sorry about that. And Happy kills one as well. Oh, mass murder in the middle of the map here. I think when we saw him playing Night Elf, it's a little similar with Bear Mirror, right? And he was so good microing the bears, like miles ahead of, for example, Sonic.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. It's also about decision making, and HawK, of course, has a lot more experience there, like what trees to focus, for example.
Yeah, and out of fights as well, like the creep routes and the place where you go and the game sense of how the match is going for you right now. That should all be much easier for HawK to make the right decisions.
Look at the saves, man. 5 footmen in the base, all hurt. How's it for HawK? Oh, HawK has 4. Okay.
And I think this is a bit of Happy's non-human bias shining through. He's saving units on 5 HP. But the thing is, footies, when you heal them with regen scroll, they don't even heal fully back up. Like, they need some more help. So you kind of want to ideally save them on 200 HP. And that is what HawK did a little bit better, certainly.
Good point, good point. Happy claiming the lead in the XP department. Double Sanctum, MK. A little bit more mana for Happy, right? No, pretty similar.
Well, Sentries here is so good for HawK. Sees the movement of his opponent. If Happy goes for the marketplace, that most likely is going to result in a creep jack.
Yeah, he turns around immediately. He knows.
Yeah, Happy saw the sentries earlier in the enemy inventory. He saw one being placed right outside his main. I think that he saw. I don't think he saw the one in the middle.
This could be a nasty creep jack. But Happy is aware. Sees the flank on the right-hand side. Wants to steal this Ogre Magi. Succeeds. Crystal Ball. Of course, it's HawK's side of the map. It's always a Crystal Ball.
HawK
and now
stole it with the Fireball acid.
Oh, wow. Gets punished,
Snowball,
though.
Has almost a surround. Not quite.
Well played, but he's chasing with... No! Leaves the Archmage alone. Counter focus now. Happy with the lightning shield on these militias. Stormbolt right clicks. Is it enough to kill this hero? Invo potion safe, and the MK dies after doing tons and tons of damage.
Priest coming in now. The heal's certainly going to be nice for this AM. Both losing a ton of units, but it's only HawK's second hero getting the experience.
Yeah.
As Happy's MK died already here.
It's not the
Level
Stormbolt.
4 on the AM though. That is very nice, but there's going to be a Stormbolt in just a few seconds.
Needs
And that's
to TP.
probably going to be the TP force then.
He's trying to heal against it. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Trying to bait the Stormbolt. He's gonna get... Okay. Crazy game already.
Yeah, this is a pretty fun human mirror so far.
Who would have thought, huh? That that's possible.
Oh, one priest in the back from the Watch Elemental. Oh, Dispel! Last second.
And this is such a different HawK compared to when they play Human Undead. Taking the fight, being brave, staying in the fight for way longer. And quite some cool moves. Level 2 Brilliance Aura now, that's the advantage for Happy. But HawK will get that in a heartbeat.
So actually going for the Expo. And on 35 supply only. That looks quite bold.
Oh, is this the spell level 4? Oh, it is level 4 already. Yep. Lightning Shield again. Hurts his own. Yeah, it's a little. Archmage in trouble. Is this a TP finally? Not really.
Oh, everyone's out of mana. But the MK for HawK is going to get level, or the next Stormbolt, very soon. Not looking bad for HawK.
HawK's Expo up in 1 minute or so. Stormbolt on the Priest again, not getting greedy, not wasting the mana on the Archmage to trigger the TP. Next Dispel could be nice for Happy though. If he has the time. It's not cheap. Break is coming for Happy.
Yeah, that whole move towards the north, trying to steal the natural away, perhaps a little bit too bold. But speaking of perhaps a little bit too bold, HawK going for the marketplace. We've seen that plenty of times backfire before.
The ward is gone, by the way. So HawK lost the vision in the middle. Happy feels forced to push north.
MK still one Stormbolt left. Oh, the water metals weren't split. Easy dispels right there for HawK. He's so far ahead in experience on the second hero. Yeah.
And it's neck and neck with the first heroes. Another kill. Yeah, you see the XP bar plummeting into HawK's direction.
Yeah, these boots on the MK have also been really good. Have made a big difference. And I think HawK is edging out more and more of an edge here. Of an advantage, I should have said.
Think so too, especially since his expo is running now. Happy missed this timing and HawK interfered, delayed everything. HawK stopped summoning water elementals for a bit, right? Oh no, there it is, plus this foul. Okay, level 3 versus level 1. That tells you a lot.
Yeah. That might be the story and the end of this story of this game.
Happy tried for a little bit of Hail Mary with the Stormbolt on the MK, but doesn't lead to a kill. Next Stormbolt is far away, and of course only level 1. He needs a magical surround. But then there's a TP. Not sure what to do on Happy's side now. HawK 15 supply ahead. This must feel so good. Being in control.
Yeah.
Happy with the counter expo, but not power building. Distracted from the fight.
That's a desperate attempt. And HawK is aware that this might be being attempted, so yeah, easy cancel.
Happy trying to creep. He needs MK levels so bad. If he wants to have a chance.
And now the Warlord going to HawK with so many breakers, that is quite easy. Did he just buy the pendant?
Not sure. I was checking out the marketplace, but didn't see it. Mana Stone for HawK. Real good.
Yeah, I think he bought the pendant.
He
The
said
nerfed pendant.
he said to me that Pendant is super weak now.
Well, perhaps this game he can afford it.
Overwhelming mass of breakers, Stormbolt, surround, trying a counter focus, forcing a TP, but HawK's just getting more and more ahead. GG! Happy realizes this. HawK takes the map number 1.
Player's forces are under attack.
Pretty clear there towards the end. Too bold of a maneuver by Happy, I guess. Trying to run across the map, steal a camp away from your opponent. That's a very undead play to do. Also quite typical of orcs, of course. But when you're playing Human Mirror, you lose the MK, you fall so far behind. You lose a few priests after as well, because he has Stormbolt and you don't. Suddenly, massive lead for HawK. And smart play there by HawK to realize in how good of a position he was, to feel confident enough to go for that expo on only 35 supply.
Yeah, I agree. Happy tried to knock it down, but HawK intercepting there. Thanks to the vision he had. It was a cool game. Wouldn't be too mad if we see a full-out best of 3.
Second game, Twisted Meadows.
Oh.
Whoa. I'm very surprised Happy didn't veto this. Don't you need a lot of experience to know all the ins and outs and weird things that might be happening on this map? like expo timings, fast expo, all-in pushes, tier 2 expo, tier 3 expo, Zeppelin drops, multiple expansions, run-bys.
Mercenary camp timings.
Yeah, Twisted Metals has always been crazy.
Damn. And Happy was not out microing HawK in the fights. It was
Yeah.
HawK having cool moves there.
I don't think he was in a position to. Like, ever since the MK died, he was just super far behind.
Yeah.
With the army. And he was always like, what, 3-4 breakers behind? And what are you gonna, you know, Priest, you have to keep them at range, they have to keep healing, and then you use Dispels. Like, all the micros, not that... It doesn't allow for so much potential, I feel like.
Alright, HawK in the blue, upper left-hand side, Happy in the red, bottom right-hand side. Both spawn close to a mercenary camp.
Alright. Fair spawns with a quick merc camp access, and with cross positions, not too unlikely that we're going to see a long game here with expansions. Maybe if we're lucky with some tier 3. But again, like, if you're not a human main race player, how much experience do you have playing tier 3 triple hero multiple bases in human mirror?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
But if it gets to that point, 70-80 supply, everyone has knights and griffins and dragonhawks and priests and triple hero and mortar teams, that's where Happy can tune up the micro again.
I wonder if they go for the lab or for the merc camp.
I'm pretty sure it's merc camp. Early Shadow Priest access is just so valuable.
Especially with the way creeping works now. So Archmage, that was to be expected. But then what? So far they're playing exactly the same. But... yeah, this should be a long tier 1.
Yeah, what is the creep route again? I think it's Merc, Knowles, Green. That's level 3, right? I believe so.
With the new green, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was one of the intentions with the new green camp. Where you didn't get it before, but now you do. And the Merc camp pull was quite fancy in the past, unusual to see, but nowadays everyone does it, just so valuable.
Yeah, no spells, no slow, no boulders, nothing. The HawK is in with the footman. Can he
It was
get
the Night Elves who did it first, remember? They were doing it way before everyone else. They crept the Merc camp here with the Ancient of War oftentimes. And I was even confused because I didn't know how it worked when they would pull out the creeps with a wisp and I would like be what? Why? And yeah, they knew before everyone else.
True. Shadow Priest for Happy. HawK was threatening the last hit. Maybe getting some revenge for all the Acolytes and Skeleton kills that Happy put him through in the past, but no. Items, Scroll of the Beast and Mantle for HawK. Happy with Involent Mantle. Scroll of the Beast can be super powerful.
A player's forces are under attack.
And that is the level 3 creep route here that we were expecting. Happy's scouting the bottom left. Wait, didn't he a second ago already see the Merc camp creep?
Yeah.
Weird. And that footy almost dies to the creeps, and now will perhaps die to this AM. One footy is not the end of the world, but can make a difference.
Getting a jump start. Oh, Happy leaves the gloves on the ground as well. Couple of mistakes piling up here.
And HawK can steal those. Does he see him? Yep.
Yeah, that feels good. That feels real good.
That is very unusual to see happen to Happy.
At least 2 seconds until the next Shadow Priest. He's not leaving anything behind. Happy with the Berserker. Good firepower. Dispel though. He get the kill? He must by now, right? With all that commitment.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Shadow Priest close.
Berserker. Level 3 for HawK now.
Health-wise, it's definitely looking a little bit better for HawK. Because he didn't lose that footy earlier. Tech-wise, also looking better for HawK. And he's got the better inventory.
Ooh, another burst. Shadow Priest. Not falling here.
Yeah, Happy had them both on auto heal, didn't he? So he wasn't saving any mana for the abolishes.
This looks like HawK is just storming over him here on Twisted.
One footy goes down. Fighting against the militia is a little bit too tough of a task.
Happy has no shop. Can't get a region scroll. He would love to have one.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's getting a shop now, finally. Does seem perhaps a little late.
Happy with hero only. Can he steal something? So far, nope.
I'd have liked to see boots for Happy. Try to run down these targets a little bit.
Do you have the gold at the arrival of tier 2? Not sure. You
It's gonna
can't,
be a while.
can't afford to delay anything right now, right? If your tech is already that late.
Yeah, but he's still gonna get a lot of gold until then. Should be enough for MK Sanctum.
That's the kill anyway. Happy feeling brave enough to fight with this army?
Just poking a little bit. Trying to slow down HawK over here. Might get one more footy. And these footmen are still valuable on tier 2 for a while. If they survive.
Especially for creeping, especially against the first round of breakers. Stressful game.
A player's forces
It's
are
not PvE at all.
Yeah. Stuff happening all over the place. Oh, and that Berserker. Should be going down here to this AM.
Good
Gonna take a little bit with the stutter stepping, yeah, but
Question is if he gets it before he can walk into the creeps or not.
if only he had boots!
Would have been a waste, man. Would have been an absolute waste.
It's not a waste. It's also good on the MK. Always good.
Just joking.
And now it's time for the Region Scroll. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Priest again, healing themselves a lot. Close to level 4 now for Happy. Got half a level ahead on the first hero.
MK comes out, Militia called. Nowadays it is almost meta, or perhaps it is even meta, to go for the tier 2 expansion. Seems like that is HawK's plan once again.
a player's forces.
Happy, is he doing the same? Very possibly.
Cool! I like that series a lot. So of course on Twisted it's a lot about items as well. Flute, Devotion. Parry for HawK. Happy solo creeping here as well with the Crystal Ball. This will upgrade more priests and then up into breakers.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expo here and Expo Q here as well. This could be a long one.
If this was Infi playing, I would absolutely be expecting a tele staff now on the AM. On the AM running around, harassing, killing peasants and stuff. So, who's Expo finishes first here? It's pretty much neck and neck even.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good bone chimes for Happy. Not an item you really want unless you go tier 3 for Knights.
Oh, he's keeping it. Is he? Heal scroll. Also for the footies right now, perhaps not too bad. A little bit of healing.
2 HP per hit.
Yeah, if they hit 10 times, 20 HP, bro. Hell yeah.
Math checks out for sure. Roof the Magi is nice for the Mountain King. Level 3, Happy not able to steal this. That would have been a big one. Stormbolt 2 raining down on this Berserker. And we do have a fight. Still 2 Berserkers for Happy.
Happy's got the much bigger army over here. I'm surprised he's going for the AM. He's going to force the TP, but he could have just killed more units instead. I think this was a mistake. I think Happy should have just aimed for the units.
With the TP out, Happy had 51 supply. HawK 10 supply down. Plus the TP lost. And this is pretty much free reign over this Expo. Or does he have the damage to kick it?
Strong items on the MK for HawK.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy more supply though. Warning Stormbolt on the AM. Hurts quite a bit. Low priest numbers for Happy. Only 3 here. Not that much to spell.
Yeah, and HawK sees this triple water elemental. 1 got rid of.
A player's forces are under
Still 10 supply elite, but doesn't look like it. Oh, the dispels on Happy's water elementals. Huge! Focus fire on the Mountain King again, but there's an invul. Blacksmith and Breakers for both.
Tug of War continues here in the north. But Happy has pretty low mana all across the board. The level 4 being lacking, becoming apparent.
The HawK claiming the experience lead again.
a player's forces are under attack.
Just like on map 1.
Oh, the 2 footies starting to get some kills here. On the side of Happy. Level 4, here we go. Finally, Brilliance 2 now. MK still 2, maybe 3 Stormbolts to use here for HawK. What's he going for? Priests are the easy kills. But he's aiming for the AM.
Gotta be careful. Happy has a Stormbolt now as well.
Forces are under attack.
So these are the 2 footmen that Remo was talking about. Didn't show them before. Wipes out the entire peasant line. Mauler takes care on Happy's side. So he bought a Mauler. It's not on the fight. That's why his army looks smaller than it is. But he defended the harassing footman.
Yeah, absolutely. Arcane Tower. Is that enough of a home field advantage here for HawK to still take this fight? Stormbolt on the AM. Lots of damage. Might be the TP force. If Happy wants to play it safe, he needs to use it. Invul transfer last second.
Water elementals disappear. There's so many priests. So many priests.
Player's forces are
HawK is just losing about everything.
We got some breakers left. Stormbolt coming in again.
100 HP. Needs to get out. Needs to get out. Gets out. Invul potion on HawK. Gets an exit kill. But man, lots and lots of corpses everywhere. 43 supply only. No pooled resources. And this Mauler by HawK is trapped as well. Ouch. But Happy's far
painful
away
loss.
from a shop. Can't really heal at the moment. Spending a lot of time on this. And that is HawK's time for the red spot.
All these exchanges here seems to have been going much better for Happy. His AM pretty close to 5. Walking across the map back north now, I imagine. HawK, what can he get from the red camp? It's taking him a long time to creep this camp. He doesn't have much damage here, really. Pendant of Mana.
Whew, yeah, maybe that item deserves another Reddit thread. 250 mana with 1 item plus the rope. That is a very, very smart MK. It's 9 Stormbolts, not including the mana regen.
Yeah. Pendant doesn't give mana regen, but it is certainly nice. You can really abuse it super hard if you have mana pots, but we have seen no mana pots.
a player's
Have we seen no
forces are
mana
under
pots at all
attack.
today? That would be kind of
We
crazy.
saw a couple in the early rounds.
Here in the series. Not yet. Another big camp by HawK. Does he have a TP? Yes,
Yes.
he does.
Plus 9 damage on the Archmage, of course. Nice Boots of Pearl Palace, not that great. Happy pushing for this Expo with a lot of normal damage. Priest numbers, only 3.
Yeah, still very low with those.
A huge supply lead.
HawK not coming back to defend. Doesn't feel like he can hold this expansion.
think he's right. Too many breakers.
A player's
1-1 upgrade on them as well. Level 5 is very close. For both players.
Alright, what's the next step? Happy, pushing to the main seems to be the only sensible thing to do right now.
Level 5 AM for HawK. Happy is close. Quarter of a level ahead is the MK.
player's forces are under attack.
56 supply and HawK is supply stuck. Happy has the 20 food lead.
Yeah, HawK is banking on his late game tier 3, but man, he's under pressure right now. This whole tier 3 investment so far hasn't done anything for him.
No.
Oh, Happy falls for the push and TP's home. Shouldn't he
Okay.
have just gone for the base race?
He knows about the tier 3 now. Control magic, by the way.
A player's forces are under
And the
attack.
footman harassing here. HawK doesn't want to give this up. Big fighting spirit. Even though there's a big XP lead. Big supply lead for Happy. Takes the fight even.
MKs were eyeing each other up there, but HawK lost 2 units in this short exchange. Happy lost none. And the Shadow Priest probably gonna falling to the Stormbolt. Oh, no, that's the Priest. That's 2 more units going down. Level 5 for the AM. HawK is tier 3. Has the Pally coming now, but doesn't have the second base to support all of his endeavors. His intended tier 3 transition.
See the gold graph. It's swinging hard in Happy's favor now. Despite upkeep. HawK's an upkeeper as well. So twice the income. For the Emperor. Happy follows with attack. Oh, so many breakers. 2-1.
Upgrade-wise, at least they're even, but number-wise, certainly not. Alright, Militia coming out. They do a decent bit of damage here against these breakers. And of course, now we have Holy Light as well. This could perhaps be a decent fight for HawK. Even some Knights coming out now.
They do a lot of damage. Oh boy, do they do a lot of damage. Level 3 Water Elementals takes, of course, forever to dispel them or take them over. Bash on the Mountain King for Happy. Invo Potion.
Player's forces are under attack.
And TP out. Many losses. Good concave for HawK. MK in trouble. Stormbolt. Nope. Not using that.
Shouldn't he have had that ready, the Stormbolt? That looked like a mistake by HawK. So much mana. Pendant of Mana. Almost 600 pool here by the MK. And at this point, almost regened up as well. However, Happy bought the time to transition into tier 3 himself. He's almost there. This is going to mean also Paladin for him. Also Knights possibly. Mortar teams are crazy strong, but more difficult of a transition without a workshop.
Happy is still investing into breakers. Close to the end of tier 3. All that good tier 3 stuff. We don't see any workshops yet on either side. More creeping for Happy. Rune Brace is wonderful. Also a Zeppelin can help with his micro infights, of course.
Dude, HawK is getting a lot of items and experience.
Yeah.
Pendant of Energy as well. That's helping out the Paladin. Ring +5. Well, that's not what he wanted. Level 5 MK.
That's what he wanted.
Happy gets it as well, though.
HawK is expanding again at 60 supply. Still a huge supply lead. HawK shouldn't fight yet, or is he so confident in his knights? It's only 2.
Happy's waiting for the Pally. Also got a Orb of Fire, I imagine. Yes, he did. Does HawK have one? No, right? No, he was too broke.
2 periods though. Priest Master training not finished yet. Claus. Level 3 Paladin versus level 1. Happy's not confident. He's taking over these water elementals. That's big. Happy has level 3 aura to support all this.
A lot of stealing over and over of the inner fire. But there's more breakers for Happy. I think he should end up with the inner fire in the end.
Right in the front row. Happy in high upkeep. 38 supply. Not even using the Zeppelin here. Sweet. Holy Light to keep that Mauler alive. Water Elemental ping pong. It continues.
And HawK is chased away for now, but I didn't lose that much. Still at 64 supply. Problem is, Happy has 83. Yeah.
And 2-2 upgrades. Inner Fire is ready as well. TP out by HawK. We're getting close to mass teleport territory.
Happy doesn't know about the expansion though.
Yeah.
This top left base could be the X factor.
Yeah, he's scouting upper right, but doesn't see anything. And the army of HawK wasn't too crazy. He could expect it. Since, like, where are your resources?
Yeah, it looks like he's definitely expecting it.
A player's forces are under
Another
attack.
invo, TP. HawK, are you ready? Thundering Blades now. Iron Forged Swords. And a big push.
Oh, bad position for Happy. Getting caught off guard here with the priests in the back. Needs to reposition himself.
Hectic. Priests are still not too protected. Focus fire on the Paladin on both sides. Knights are storming through even.
Such a big battle.
Yeah. Thundering
Who's
Blades
it
ready for
looking
Happy.
better for? Hard to tell.
Paladin could be falling for Happy. Oh, there's the staff, I think. Zeppelin, that was crazy. Zeppelin crashes. HawK got a lot of water elementals now. But that's a lot of experience for Happy.
Oh, Stormbolt. Focus. Staff. All this mana on the MK for HawK. It's all been depleted now.
Same for Happy though. Oh, he's kind of close to a Stormbolt and level 3 aura compared to the level 2 of HawK. And so he has superior water elementals as well. Happy still at 81. MK in focus fire. Staff last second. He was practicing that earlier. But he needs a big kill right now.
AM a little exposed there for Happy. Getting blocked by his own units. Not a tanky man. But can perhaps walk out. Oh my god, he's getting blocked so hard.
Wait a minute. That was 4 HP. Sickest of fights. HawK still alive. 20 supply down.
A little sloppy there by Happy not moving his units properly away. I don't know what that was all about, but still, yeah. Still high upkeep. 81. He's gonna deny one of his peasants in the main.
Yeah, that's 3,000 gold that's Happy paid to upkeep more than HawK.
That is a lot. Happy only has one invul left. No TP anymore.
If you
One
look at
heal
the
potion.
chat is pointing it out. Look at the Paladin XP bar. He barely killed anything.
Yeah, true.
Animal War Train for HawK now. Still no Thundering Blades. Still a lot of breakers. Could be worth it. Oh, no TP on the Archmage. Happy realized this immediately. His Paladin is in focus fire though. What a wild fight again. MK. Dwarfo-y Dwarfo.
Double invul here in a second, I guess. And Divine Shield. Bubbles popped everywhere.
HawK just trying to stall time. Trying to get an army up. Now Thundering Blades. That keeps... Uh-oh, Mountain King in trouble again. Holy Light. Getting blocked. Still focus fire. Needs to the fire. Could be stolen. That Thundering Blades is keeping the barracks busy, so he can't get new knights.
And speaking of knights, one was sent over to the expansion. Happy with that, was disrupting mining there. No more income for HawK.
Thorzane style. I like it. The hero knight. So how can HawK hold this again? Happy with the second expansion. 2 bases. Main gold mines empty. HawK is not mining. Knight is taking out this town hall.
Yeah, this looks almost checkmate. Strong items by HawK, strong heroes, but economically always behind.
How is this game, by the way, not over? HawK is fighting with a 20 supply deficit for like 7 minutes.
Hero levels. Hero levels and items, bro. And he gets the next robe.
Yep.
And level 4 pally.
Yep. Still waiting for the mass teleport somewhere. 5.6. 5.6. Wow. 1807.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, can he still do this?
Happy doesn't have Animal War Trainee yet. Maybe waiting for that upgrade. Big fight in a fire and everything. Spellbreakers have a very busy day today on Twisted.
Nothing's dying. Oh,
HawK's-
the MKs again, battling it out.
HawK's Town Hall is gone, but he's getting one in the upper right. So at the moment he's supply stuck. Happy again in high upkeep. HawK is getting close to level 6.
The Water Elemental is getting more experience. Kills a breaker. Saves the knight. Oh my god.
Sickest fights.
Kills another knight. Oh my god, HawK. Are
What
you
the-
actually winning this?
Knight again, this time by HawK, and this time Happy has no protection.
Player's forces are under attack.
What is this game?
A town is under siege.
HawK, oh my, can't power build. Oh, he could, but he doesn't do it. Long distance mining instead. Good night.
Level 3 brilliance, I think was a really smart idea by HawK. Paladin. Really low. Really low.
Both MKs about to fall. Happy has an invul paladin. Still getting damage, and he dies. Level 6. That's mass teleport. That's no healing for Happy. 20 supply difference throughout the entire game, but HawK makes it work.
Wow. The late
I think-
game knights and heroes.
After this game, he might need a 5-minute break for you know what. This must feel so good.
Still not over. Happy's getting more kills, but his... I don't know what's happening here.
We have mass teleport. Could use it if he wants to shut down expansions. It's still 20 supply. Like, what the hell? Happy is getting level 6 soon. Might even be... Yeah, he must go mass teleport as well, right?
I guess so. These knights are just not dying.
Yeah. 3-2 versus 2-1.
Okay, the Pally is back. The MK is gonna be coming back soon as well. The AI in the trouble though.
That's level 6 for him, level 2 for Happy's Pitlord, and Happy is surrounded. Doesn't want to stay in that fight anymore. TP out. Damage on the Archmage!
Happy with 800 gold still, and still 80 supply.
Happy is also mining bottom left for a bit. HawK is mining in the upper right again. And HawK is shutting down the second expansion.
Dude, how cool can human mirrors be if we just see, you know, tier 3?
A town is under siege.
He's 2 upgrades ahead. He's 20 supply ahead. But he can't kill HawK.
MK is almost 6. Pally's almost 5 for HawK.
Oh, one more kill would be
One more kill for both. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
The fuck?
There's a knight running top right. This could be the mass teleport time.
Yeah.
But Happy's out of mana, actually.
Oh wow. Yeah, level 2 Brilliance Aura, man. That costs him big time. HawK with the mass teleport.
Level 6. Boom.
For Cosmodan, huh?
the hell, bro?
Man, the mirror matches are the stars of this weekend.
Inventory is speaking so much in favor of HawK.
Yeah.
MK 715 mana pool. And when he pulls Cosmodan, he can't get feedbacked anymore.
That's a lot of storm bolts, huh?
This freaking game.
Happy with the push.
Night damage against the peasants not looking bad though. Alright, mass teleport.
Okay, both are here. HawK to defend, position a little wonky. Knight being attacked by 3, that's big. So will we see Avatar? Yep, exactly. There we go. Bonus damage, almost unkillable.
The big problem here is the Paladin for Happy. The healing so weak by him at this point. But are the numbers enough? It's still a 20 supply lead. Always remained that way, apparently.
3 levels ahead on the Paladin. Healing this Avatar feels so good with the Holy Light. Invo Potion on the Pally. Bashes come out. Water Elementals for HawK getting killed. That's a little more experience. Oh, HawK with the Paladin. Little wonky position. Needs to retreat. And another Divine Shield.
Oh, MK getting stop-ulted, but
How does he dodge this? He was a meter away, but HawK has to TP out. Happy the upper hand.
What the hell?
And kills this Expo.
And his own expansion ran out. Happy is not mining anymore.
No one is. No one is.
I'm gonna have a lot of highlight clips to make.
30 supply lead for Happy. Close to 6. What the hell?
Players'
Seriously,
forces are under
dude?
attack.
No one is mining. Everyone is scouting. Happy is pushing.
Human Mirror and Undead Mirror. The best matchups currently in the game, boys.
I'll remind you at the next Breaker mirror, okay? And the next Destroyer mirror as well.
Yeah, you know, under the right side.
No.
Alright, mass teleport into the back. Happy didn't see it. Is gonna lose the knight here, trying to stab him out. Worked barely.
God damn. Archmage is all of a sudden same XP. Close to level 6 MK now.
That
Town
invul
is
dodge
under
though.
siege.
Jesus.
Just how? The only question. Even
Pally?
Secret
So much damage.
Divine Shield again, but how to heal him up? Level 6 for Cosmodan is ready for Happy as well.
There it is.
There we go. Clap
That-
again. Oh, the damage in Happy's backline! Mountain King out of control. Happy needs to split. But boy, is that a lot of damage! All of a sudden, 15 supply erased.
But Pally got to 3 for Happy. That's a level 2 Holy Light. That makes a big difference.
Archmage.
Going for the AM now. Focus Fire. Is there a Holy Light for him? Apparently not.
Oh, wow. HawK at 39. And the Archmage dies! Happy finally gets the kill, and that's GG by HawK. One of the most wonderful human mirrors we've seen in forever ends. Quad level 6. HawK fighting up 20 supply. 2-3 levels ahead on his Paladin. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. We get game 3. Oh, yeah.
That was pretty cool, man. That was a great human mirror. Game 1, Happy made some mistakes and was punished heavily by the human powerhouse that is HawK. But man, what a game 2. How long did that even go?
I don't know, man. Like 40 minutes? 35? Something? I don't know.
He mined out the natural even. Pretty cool.
Game 3. It's so crazy that Happy defeats HawK in a human mirror, but the way this game worked out and played out, surreal. Surreal.
Yeah, that's the proper word. Foggy sitting there in the final, waiting for quite a while already. He's having to wait for his opponent. He knows it's gonna be a human, either HawK or Happy, playing human. I don't know who to favor now in the third game.
Me neither. When did this madman went to the shop? I didn't even see it when he got the Tomofree training.
I have no idea.
Me neither. Sick, 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 sick. We got a lot of Game of the Year contenders recently. These players, man, they're stepping it up big time.
That was
5,000 viewers.
665 heroes there in the end for Happy and for HawK, excuse me. Couldn't close out the deal. Pendant of Energy, Pendant of Mana, double Robe of the Magi. But
yeah, items were pretty good.
Yeah.
20 supply lead also though. And 3-2 upgrades versus 2-1. It was Heroes versus Army. It was Dota versus StarCraft. That was very, 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 very sick.
And we're about to kick it off to map 3. Is most likely not going to see tier 3. Is most likely not going to see triple hero, unfortunately.
Oh, do you wait?
Amazonia, normally a map too small for this.
Got a lot of new followers, by the way. Thank you very much. We're still on our way to 100,000. We're not that far away. What's the score at the moment? This loads forever. Close to 93,000. We're 12 away from 93,000. Can we get 12 new followers, please? Would be amazing.
Hit that follow button, boys. Whenever there's Warcraft happening, we pretty much cover it. Next week, it's going to be 6 days a week, multiple tournaments a day oftentimes.
Yeah, slow start with Monday day off and just one stream a day on Tuesday and Wednesday. But then the grind is surreal. Happy versus HawK. Game 3. It's time to decide this on AZ.
Happy bottom left in the red. HawK top left, top right in the blue. Archmage opening. That much we know. Very rarely. No, wait, we never see fast expansion here, do we? We see tier 2 expansion.
Tier 2 expansions, yes.
Tier 2 expansion.
It would be a very, very weird thing to do.
Normally in Human Mirror, everyone always rushes to the Merc camps first to get those juicy Shadow Priests and Berserkers. But here, Amazonia is an exception. There is Merc camps, yes, but they are so far away. And on top of that, pretty hard to creep that they're actually left alone for the entire early game. And only very late, usually, with the MK out, start getting taken.
Yeah, no surprise with the first heroes. 2 farms for HawK, 2 farms for Happy. Everything's set in stone. Just the calm before the storm.
There's not really many cheeses you can play in Human Mirror, right?
No.
Like in Night of Mirror, there's so many different strats and Potom and Mass and Expo and Zeppelin drops and Bear Doom drops and Glaives and all sorts of stuff. But Human Mirror, it's just like, well, you kind of gotta play Breakers. Otherwise, you're gonna get destroyed by his Breakers and Swords and Priests.
Yeah, I mean, early rushes are kind of defendable due to Militia. And yeah, Breakers are the answer to a lot.
Happy took a decent bit of damage here on his units. Is he gonna leave the item on the ground again? No way.
Does he have a new request?
Happy, that's a clause right there.
Play without items. He got the nuts and he just leaves it on the ground.
How? What?
He takes leaving tomes on the ground one step further.
Normally he always picks up everything, also tomes, everything. Is this actually a request? That would be kind of crazy.
Thank you, Train Owl for the Prime sub.
Players' forces are under
I think we got the 93,000 by the way. 7 more to go. Thank you, Silent Spectre, for the tier 1 sub. HawK creeping at the same time, rushing tier 3. Happy harassing. Oh my god, the deeps on the Archmage if he picks up the claw.
Last hit. Does
HawK
not
got
go
it.
to Happy. HawK secures it, and with that, almost has level 3. The Murlocs here should be good enough. Happy didn't creep the Murlocs with his own Militia.
Yeah, HawK was scouting for it as well.
And now down a level. Really not so easy to trade hits anymore.
a player's forces are
Right,
2
now
rings
comes
for
the
HawK.
moisture.
Is this Todd playing?
Doesn't have the cloak though.
True. How could I forget?
Boots, counter boots. Do you think he realized by now that he left the claws on the ground?
He better.
Oh, surround!
Wow, and it's not Happy. That is surrounding. And that's a TP early again.
What are you running into the creeps? And Happy walled in? No, I think he get out. Oh no, is he as walled in?
Oh, it's not looking good.
He had all the time in the world to use the proper TP. Not the cleanest play here by Happy.
Wonder if he picks up the claw now. HawK dominates the map with this double mantle. Is he stealing the claw? Ah, no. Okay, that would have been something. Shop finishes now. Region. Does he need another tree? Oh my god.
Finally.
a player's forces are under attack.
Claws? Nope.
Nope. Yo, that was quite some time for HawK.
Yeah. Got the 2 troll cams in the middle, that's a big deal. And now Happy creeping the merchant. I guess he wants to do something, but that's also
Punished.
taking the merchant away from his own second hero.
Immediately punished. Ooh, not run into surround again. Maybe counter surround. HawK is face tanking all these footmen.
Footy surround. Oh, trying. Slippery.
A player's forces
HawK in
are under
bodybuilder
attack.
fashion, well oiled up. Happy waiting for the MK. Is the first to build a sanctum, but HawK shortly behind it.
Happy goes for a heal pot to be safe. Oh, there's claws right there, bro. Right there.
Yeah, I doubt we will see these claws in effect this game, Remo. I think we can stop hoping for this.
Maybe if he goes there again to go for a Zeppelin later, maybe he's gonna notice, oh, a present left behind. But again, HawK's MK is gonna get off to a better start. I imagine he's gonna solo creep the second hero here. This is gonna be a level 2 right away for the dwarf. And for Happy now it's dangerous. Like when you creep this camp, it's kind of tempting to go north and creep the Merc camp there, but when you don't have a TP anymore, dangerous. But Happy's still going north.
Any items here? Not really. Okay. Time for the Merc camp then. Devotion or Flute is what he's hoping for.
A player's forces
HawK a
are under
lot
attack.
faster with the Dispel upgrade. Okay, Happy realizes it now. No aura, Rune Bracers.
Yeah, those helped him out quite a bit in the last game. And the MK Mirror, certainly helpful. But HawK is coming in for the Creep Jack.
No TP. He lost that earlier. Stormbolt, not the most damage, but for positioning it's great. And HawK with the block.
Whoa.
Has to go for the potion. HawK continues the block. Really well done. He can't lose the Mountain King again. It's a deny, all right. But it's again so much experience that only HawK can get on the so important second hero.
MK going down, that hurts once again. Level 4 AM as well. Advantages starting to accrue. This is looking a lot like game 1 again. Militia at the expansion. This is gonna be the second base here for HawK in just a moment.
Thank you, Arschleder, for the 2-month sub. How did you come up with that nickname, man? Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I want to.
It's gonna be level 3 versus level 1 MK soon again. That's what
By
it
the way,
looks
the
like.
Archmage is just staying around, meters away from the claws, doesn't pick it up.
Oh, Happy sends back the Militia. I think he should expand.
HawK is. Happy doesn't necessarily have the
Player's
resources.
forces are under attack.
Very close to it, 51 supply. Just for a tiny while though. Happy is breaking upkeep, but there's not the farm to support the next round yet.
And only now scouts the north. We'll only now see the expansion when it's already finished.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Also, super close to 3 Mountain King for HawK. HawK is expecting an expansion. Won't find one.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and the priest's quite slow there in the back. MK with the boots of speed should be able to chase. Should be able to get 1 kill, and that's the level 3.
HawK Elemental protecting them a little. Militia coming from the right hand side. Happy doesn't have the damage to kill the Town Hall yet, but the Lightning Shield is doing good damage to the Echo. MK3, let's go.
Militia coming in from the back. How much can they do for Happy?
No
Also
TP.
Militia from HawK, but not too many have been called.
Happy
One
doing a
breaker
breaker.
going
HawK has an invul and a heal scroll. Stormbolt on the Mountain King for Happy. He's kind of trapped thanks to the breaker. Doesn't block here, but there's another Stormbolt. This could be the end for Happy in the semi-final. Last second big healing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Fairly even in supply, but Happy's losing more. Still Stormbolts left for HawK, and of course with a level advantage.
HawK has great concaves always when he attacks something. Always focus fire. Level 3 for the MK finally. That's one more Stormbolt. Lots of peasants getting denied. HawK with a surround. And that's close, my friend. Is it? Stormbolt on the Archmage, maybe? Not using it. And HawK just walking out.
That might be the hero kill to end this tournament run for Happy. HawK now seemingly with a really big lead. MK even close to 4, finding so many more kills.
Yeah. Absolutely. This doesn't look like there's a plan B for Happy after this fight. 40 supply and dropping. Close to level 5. Desperation.
Seems like Todd gets to keep his hair for this week.
Pretty sick improvement though. A couple of weeks ago losing to Agent. This week bringing HawK to the max. Thank you Osterhasse and Fiven for your continuing subs. What can Happy do?
A player's forces are under attack.
Doesn't look like it's very much, to be honest.
Archmage. No items anymore. Lots and lots and lots of focus fire. Last round of Militia maybe. Priest getting killed. That's level 5. HawK using control magic. Happy's Water Elemental turned against him.
Only HawK here with a lot of firepower left, as it seems. 57 supply. Finding more and more kills. Happy gets to 5 as well, but has barely anything left. 4 breakers, 1 priest. The rest is only Militia here helping out. Finally, MK comes back, but...
Big level disadvantage! This could very well be a dieback, and Happy realizes it. Eliminated from the semifinal of the ESL Open Cup 19 is Happy. His human run ends in the top 4 alongside Blade. 2 humans eliminated there. And that means our grand final is a European classic. It's Foggy versus HawK.
That's going to be a great grand final in a best of 5 format. And that's going to be Foggy's first, possibly first title, right?
Yes, that is true. Only Please has won the ESL Cup as Night Elf.
And Happy.
And Happy, yeah, that's true. Absolutely sick. Okay, it's gonna be a nice best of 5 with Happy versus Fog. With Happy versus Foggy. Wow, that's an automatism here. HawK versus Foggy, of course, and of course an indicator for next week's WGL qualifier. These guys were the best in the WGL Open qualifiers, playing from Europe. Foggy winning 1, HawK being second place twice, and now here they meet again. We're going to start the grand final after a little break.